steak. The raw steak, bro.
That's like perfect medium rare.
It's not even cooked anywhere.
What are you talking about?
I mean, there's no like pink in the middle. It's just red. The dish is moving. What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the first full day of eating of this prep series. We are 6.5 weeks out, so it's grind time. I'm still eating a decent amount of food, but I've been hungry lately. I wake up now like stomach like feeling nauseous because I'm so hungry, and all day I'm like I just want to eat more food. But that's prep. That's life. That's what it takes to get shredded. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into too much right now because it's morning and I'm hungry. But breakfast used to be eggs and oats. Making them into pancakes. Super basic recipe. You've probably seen me do this before, but when you're in prep, it tastes amazing and it feels like you're eating a lot more volume because it, I don't know, it just does. Essentially though, I do 150 grams of egg whites and then I do 2 whole eggs. I used to crack all my egg whites out of eggs and it was like fucking 8 eggs. Getting the yolk out of there, pain in the ass. So going back to my lazy days, pulling them over carton. After that, oats. Part of the reason I switched to, because I was having 100 grams of oats, now I'm having 70. And it just didn't feel like a lot to eat. But it's 70 grams of oats, it's 9.6. I have a scoop of this sun fiber. This is one of Courtney's fibers. It's like just literally like, I don't even know how to explain that, like super light. It like mixes with water, barely even blending it, so it's really easy on your stomach. I've been enjoying that. I also do a scoop of collagen. This is some marine collagen from Courtney again. I just take whatever she's got in the cupboard, honestly. Good for your body. Also adds to the texture of the pancakes. So I care more about my pancakes right now, but you know, it's also good for you. And then this has been the GOAT protein flavor lately. Maple waffle, fire. We also just dropped, or we're about to drop a strawberry bum cake, which is like strawberry shortcake. And that one's really fucking good too, so I want to try that in my oats. But I do like, trying to get like 28 grams of protein out of this, so I do a full scoop and then a little bit more. And then, the only real secret I have is the pumpkin. I don't know how to use this skill. This pumpkin is like, it's just pumpkin puree with nothing added into it, so 120 grams is 40 calories, and I only do like 30 to 40 grams of it, so it's literally like, I don't know, 15 calories, which is nothing, but it stops the proteins from getting hard. If you guys have ever made protein pancake, sometimes it gets like dry and dense in the middle. The pumpkin can't cook, so when it's in the mix of everything, it keeps it like nice and moist. Yeah, that's literally it. Then I put a dash of water in it just to thin it out. Like I said, volume over everything right now. I don't know how much water, I just hold it here for 3 seconds. And then, those are my pancakes. There's the final masterpiece, and some weird nuances I do. I put paper towel between a bunch of them so they don't get like, the moisture doesn't get them like wet and soggy, because egg pancakes tend to have a little bit more moisture. I also cover them in salt and cinnamon because it makes them taste great and it doesn't add calories. And then sometimes, not always, I have this delicious monk fruit sweetened maple syrup, and it's 10 calories for 30 milliliters. So I literally weigh out about 25. And I don't do this every day, but I figured I'd show you the most of what I do. I'm doing the most today for this video. So I'll weigh out like 25 milliliters on that. And then I dip some in there, some I eat without, some with it. But that is breakfast. And I calculated the macros for you guys, because I know you love that shit. But it comes out to 619 calories, so it's a big ass plate for 619 calories. 54 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, and 63 grams of protein. So not a bad breakfast for some pancakes on prep. Just salt, seasoning.
No more almond butter, just salt.
All right, that's a wrap on breakfast. One of those meals, like I mean every meal right now, that is gone too soon. When I finish it, I'm like picking up the little bits that are left over. But gonna move on. This day I gotta head over to West Palm, then I'm gonna be back in town for a bit for meal number 2. As you guys can see, we are currently homeless. We've been living out of boxes and suitcases and Not our home with roommates and a not ideal situation for prep, but it is what it is. Making the most of it. We are currently moving and are nowhere to move to. So this is just kind of the theme of the year. Everything's just not going according to plan, but it doesn't matter because I don't need a home, just a kitchen and a fridge and a bed. So making the most of it. So we're either gonna be back here for meal number 2 or at the office. I'm not sure, depends on what time I get back. I'll see you guys then. All right, so we were here for meal number 2, a little bit late today because I got caught up in West Palm, and then Calvin showed up late, even though I told him it was gonna be 12 and it's now 1 o'clock. So just running behind. But went to stop by Whole Foods when I was in West Palm, and Courtney has this life hack. If you ask them to cook fish for you, they'll cook it for you there, and they'll cook it with like no oil, no nothing, just seasoning or lemon or something. So then you don't have to cook fish at home and your fish doesn't smell like shit. So Whole Foods is the goat for that. It's a little pricey, I know people don't like shopping there, but it's worth it because they cook your food for you. I got some sauces, but Courtney also made me a little custom thing. But this meal is 200 grams of white rice, 180 grams of chicken breast, and then got some shredded lettuce is back in the game. Shredded lettuce to get shredded. You guys know the drill. And this year we've been adding sliced up little baby cucumbers to some of the meals because they are low to no calorie and a little crunch, a little freshness. And then Courtney makes this little concoction where she squeezes a lemon, and then she does some organic honey Dijon mustard and coconut aminos, and then she blends it all up together into this, and it makes almost like a vinaigrette style salad dressing. I don't know, but it tastes delicious. So I pour this on this meal, and that's what I eat. But the calories on this one are 450 calories. Protein's like 46. Carbs is about 58. So not a big meal, but this is like a pretty typical meal. I eat a few that are very similar to this throughout the day. Normally I eat it at like 11:30, 12 because I was eating 5 meals for a while, and Honey wanted me to up it up to 6. So I was eating 220 grams of meat every single meal for 5 meals, and then I cut it down to 180 grams of meat and added an extra meal at the end of the day with no carbs on it. So eating 6 meals now, and I need it because the hungrier I get, the more soon I want to eat my meals because my appetite is just crazy right now, and I'm not eating a lot of food. They don't fill me up. So spreading out my meals, helping build up the metabolism, and getting in protein throughout the day. So I'm gonna eat this now because I'm absolutely starving, as I'm probably gonna say that every single meal I eat. But eat this, and then I'll see you guys for meal number 3. Kids, here we are. A little wet. Not the ideal way to eat potatoes, but okay. I'm gonna let me lose some. Potatoes are better, fresh out of the oven, but any food is good food right now. This is meal number 3. Again, I normally eat it a little bit earlier in the day, but it is what it is. It's some 99% lean ground turkey. I'm gonna save that because I'm not losing any bites. I have 180 grams of ground turkey. Like I was saying, most of my meals are 180 grams of meat right now. And then I have 200 grams of raw weight potato. Really hard to measure it in my fitness pal stuff because you never know if it's cooked, how it's cooked, and all this stuff. And when you cook something like potatoes, like these ones, Courtney left in the oven for too long, and they just dried up a little bit more, so the weight really decreased. So what Courtney does is she weighs them raw, and then she'll like divide the cookie sheet into 4, and she'll put 200 grams in each corner, and then after she'll individually put them into Tupperware, so I know each one is 200 grams of raw weight potato, and it's just a super consistent way to track your food and make sure you're consistently eating the same thing every day. So this meal comes up to 360 calories, little baby ass meal. Getting like 45 grams of protein from the turkey and like 40 grams of carbs from the potato. And the go-to on this one, some good old sriracha. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but every single meal I have in the day has specific condiments that go with it. Like I always do sriracha and ketchup with my potato. My rice meal usually has the coconut aminos and the honey mustard. And then I have a fish meal that usually has a green salsa on it or a different type of honey mustard. And everything just has a specific match. I'm like a fucking Michelin star chef, specific flavors that go together, you know? But minus the tasty food. But yeah, this is the meal number 3 going down right now. Normally this is typically my pre-workout meal. I try to cram in my food a little bit earlier in the day now because I'm having 6 meals. and I want to get my metabolism, my body going, just food in me as early as possible throughout the day. And I like having at least 3 meals of carbs in my body, in my system before I go train. Today's gonna be rest day, and I normally do cardio in the morning, but I had to go to that appointment earlier, so I'm gonna be doing cardio after this meal. I'm gonna eat this, let it digest a little bit, go do cardio, and then go back for meal number 4. So that's the current game plan, and yeah, see you guys for the next meal. Alright, we are on to meal numero 4. Now I just finished up cardio, rest day today. Went to the gym, did an hour of cardio. Got some new pieces coming in too, got a new leg press, so I was in there, they were being delivered, making sure I want to keep it, might get rid of another one, not really sure yet. But more importantly, because it's a full day of eating, meal number 4 is some fish. It's that fish I got down, or Courtney got down in Whole Foods, and then it's fried up with some rice, a little bit of broccoli slaw, shredded lettuce, and cucumber again, because lettuce and cucumber has been the go-to lately. Courtney put that together for me like a week ago for the first time, maybe 10 days ago, and it's been fire. So nice crunch and very refreshing. So this meal is only 434 calories, like 40 grams of protein, 57 grams of carbs. So all these meals are like pretty much sub 500 calories except breakfast, and they are leaving me very hungry. But this one, I haven't had this year yet, but last year I had this Tom's award-winning original gourmet mustard sauce. Absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna put some of this on, enjoy it, and honestly, I've been loving white fish. I have 200 grams instead of 180 grams like the rest of my meals because there's less protein content technically in fish per gram. So just make sure you know that when you're putting your meals together. And yeah, that's really all that's going on right now. Post-cardio meal. Alright, so Calvin left, so I put his camera on a box here, and who needs Calvin? We have a fucking box replaced that quick. But I forgot, he was leaving. We're gonna Traeger some steaks after this, which I'll show you. But I have a creamy typically, or a protein shake. It sounds really fucking weird to say creamy, but these things blew up on the internet and I ordered one, and they're actually pretty damn good. They make a protein ice cream. Probably heard of it. It's a Ninja Creamy. I posted it and people were like, I wonder what your recipes are gonna be like. I'm excited to see. I'm like, first of all, I'm not creative. My recipes are not gonna be good. Second of all, I'm in prep, so my recipe consists of water and protein powder. That's literally it. But this protein, the raw dark chocolate protein, is definitely the best one I have used for it because it's like a really rich dark chocolate. And I don't put, the only trick I really do is I probably do half the amount of water you should for 2 scoops. So it's really like, flavor is very dense. And yeah, I literally shake it up in a protein shake cup, pour it in here, freeze it overnight, and then that's it. Put it in the machine. Okay, so the only trick I do actually have for this is when you use water, it comes out like flaky, as you can see, if you can even see that. Not really actually like ice cream at all, because it's just literally shaped ice pretty much with protein. But if you're allowed more calories than me, you can put almond milk, oat milk, any kind of milk, like a drizzle on top, and then blend it again. It takes 2 minutes. You do it for another 2 minutes. I can't do that because I'm in prep, so I literally just add like that much water. It's random every time, and then I run it through the machine again, and it comes out way more like fluffy, like ice cream. Alright, so as you can see, texture now is way better. Never know how to focus on this camera. I can do that. There you go. Texture is way better now. Literally. Not literally. A little bit creamy. Hence the name. Way better than blending ice in a blender. And that's not a bad little protein ice cream right there for nothing but water and protein powder. And I promise you guys, this dark chocolate protein is the best flavor. I've been through a bunch. It's the best one. We also just made that strawberry one though. And strawberry would probably be really good. So I gotta try strawberry in my house and it's creamy. But me and Courtney are gonna watch Succession. We're gonna get into that show. So I'm going to eat my ice cream. And then when we come back, when Calvin comes back, we'll be eating meal number 5. Protecting your bone. All right, so this is meal number 5. It is not very exciting at all, so I'm not gonna dawdle on this one. Pretty much the same as my last meal, but smaller. It's 200 grams of whitefish, fresh Atlantic wild caught cod, and 150 grams of white rice, some lettuce, and some honey mustard. So that's it. And a Watson gets her bone.
It's okay, Watson.
She won't share her bone with me. She's a savage. So yeah, this is it. So yeah. Alright, so this is a moment where I would literally eat, I could eat both of these right now easily. No, you don't think so?
I believe you.
I think I definitely could. Right now, it would be amazing. It would probably taste like crack. But this is also going to taste like crack. But this is my meal right here. Just that. No carbs, no vegetables. I'm going carnivore for the next 12 hours. But Calvin is the master of the Traeger of making steaks. I would literally never take the time to do this because it's like 3 hours to cook a steak, but it's probably the best way to cook a steak. I can't lie. I've traveled a lot over the last few years and we always go to steakhouses because that's how we kind of like make up for the shittiness of traveling, and it's hard to beat a fucking smoked Traeger steak, I can't lie. So I've been enjoying this. He has some Joe Rogan method where he sears it and cooks it, and I don't know, he can explain it one day, but it tastes amazing. So this is meal number 6. Is 200 grams of steak. The raw fucking steak, bro.
That's like perfect medium. What do you mean?
Did you say medium?
Medium rare.
It's not even cooked anywhere.
What are you talking about?
I mean, there's no like pink in the middle. It is just red. This bitch is mooing. Is there a rope around it?
Yeah.
Go.
Fire?
Very good. What is it?
Okay, Watson would like you to give me
Okay, comment below if you guys think that's still rare. If you guys think that it's so rare, I'll sell my Traeger.
That's rare. That's a rare
Or
steak.
medium
That's
rare.
rare, dude. That's rare. That's not medium.
It's a bit of an illusion because it's smoked, so it's more cooked than it looks. But
Okay, Watson
pretty
would
rare.
like some.
Which one does Watson want?
Tomahawk. Do you want a bone and a tomahawk? Yeah? Oh, girl. Okay.
Good. Alright, so that's gonna wrap on this full day of eating. We just got caught in a rabbit hole talking about fucking Egyptian pyramids and the Great Wall of China, and if David Goggins could run across it. So with that being said, I'm really fucking tired and we're gonna go to bed. But to wrap up this video, currently am I 6.5 weeks out or 5.5 weeks out?
6.5.
6.5 weeks out. Calories came up to 2,739 calories. The macros were 257 grams of carbs, 31 grams of fat. Holy shit, that fat is low, is that right? Yeah, 31 grams of fat and 330 grams of protein. So it's a fucking high-ass protein diet, but you know, that's how we're getting shredded this year. So that's everything I'm eating right now, and I'm very hungry. So I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna do that, and then wake up, and Groundhog's Day begins for the next 6.5 weeks. Do the same shit every single day. Cardio, office, sleep, gym, eat, repeat, sleep, all that bullshit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.